Well, this week we are highlighting seniors in our community who are doing a lot of good for a lot of people in our area. This morning I'm joined by Jim Patterson, who's been a foster grandparent volunteer for the past few years in Cape Coral, and Joan Willoughby with the Foster Grandparents Program. So thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Well, I want to get with you, Jim, and talk a little bit about what you do. Now, you're considered a foster grandparent. You have grandchildren of your own, but what does this really mean? What do you do?
Well, basically, I'm a kindergarten guy. I can't go any higher than that. And I take care of the little kids. Basically, what the teacher tells me to do is what I do. Like, you know. So basically, she's the teacher. I'm not the teacher. But I help them out in the things that they try to do. There's some kids that just can't seem to make it. So these are the kids that I will have out in the hall where I'm like one-on-one with them, where the rest of the children are in the school with the teacher, in the class with the teacher, and learning. But there are a few that just can't seem to make it.
Yeah,
like, you know.
And your influence, though, can really have an impact. There are some students, I think, who can do a little bit better with somebody else, you know? What are you seeing these days in the school system? As even myself, it's been a few years, and times have changed. What do you see these days as kids, how your influence can really help them?
It's kind of hard to say. I mean, they all come in, and basically when they come in, they've never been away from home for the most part, like, you know. So I just try to be friendly with them. I want to be one of them, so to speak, like, you know. And when I do that, they're more comfortable with me, and I think that brings along a lot of them listening to me, although there are some cases where they don't listen to me at all, like, you know. But that's basically what I do.
And what's your favorite part about doing this? You do this every day, is that right?
I do, yes. Yeah.
Wow. So what do you like most about dealing with, maybe is it that age group or kids in general, and helping them out in that way?
I kind of like everything I do. And there's a lot of things that I do. Sometimes I'm just kind of like working in the class with the teacher, doing paperwork and stuff like that. But when I'm sitting out in the hall with the children, and basically I'd rather sit with one than two or three. One child pays attention to me. Three children are playing and fussing around and stuff like this, like, you know. So it's what I'm kind of like doing. Yeah,
well, we appreciate you doing it. And Joan, tell us a little bit about the program and how other people could get involved and what it really entails.
Sure. The Foster Grandparent Program offers volunteer opportunities to seniors over 55. All they need to do is love kids, be able to work at least 15 hours a week, and we have foster grandparent volunteers in elementary schools, Head Start centers, and after-school programs. And they do make quite an impact on the children and the community and the schools and their grades.
Yeah, absolutely. As there's a lot of kids in our school district these days. There's some information on your screen there for those of you who are maybe interested in doing this. They can get in contact with you. Is that right, Joan?
Yes.
Okay. And we put that number on your screen as well. Again, it's 239-332-5346, or check out the drpipercenter.org online if that's easier for you. Jim, I do want to make sure we mention that you've received the Hall of Fame Award for the Foster Grandparent Program, so you're doing something good. So we appreciate it. I think a lot of the people we've had on are just so bashful about trying to say that they're helping, but you really make an impact. So thank you.
Thank you.
Just his presence alone here, it's been a lot of fun talking to you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Too. And we'll put this information on our website as well a little bit later on if you're interested in volunteering at all. We have to take a short break right now, but we'll be back in about 2 minutes. Stay with us.